Hey everybody, welcome back to our Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and Theta, I have a question for you. Is it possible for your blood to be anything other than made of iron?
Yeah. Could have silicate. More commonly, plastics these days.
I believe cyan is,
By color.
actually,
It is, in
yeah.
fact.
No, cyanide. Cyanide can actually be used for blood. And
Well,
is
I,
in horseshoe crabs.
I
But that's
believe
not
it
who we're talking
tends
about
to
today, is
degrade
it?
your body, though. If the one villain from that last James Bond, not the last one, two James Bond movies ago, whenever he takes a cyanide capsule and it turns out he looks fine the entire movie, he just
Hmm.
takes the jaw part off. It's like a plastic prosthetic because the cyanide ate through his like lower jaw and parts of his face.
Oh gosh. Well, I guess it's less of an issue if you're a crab and you're using it for blood. But we have iron-blooded orphan content here today, Theta, so go ahead and tell us about that.
Well, we talked about it on air, uh, or stream. No, neither of those things actually. If you think about them out loud and verbally use the
Just start
time.
start from the beginning. What do we got?
We talked about it in a recording once before about if we were going to do this after Iron Blooded Orphans ended, and I guess we didn't. So I don't remember what the conversation was, but evidently we didn't do it because here we are today. Urdr Hunt is the thing that takes place between season 1 and season 2 of Iron Blooded Orphans. Came out as a video game and has animated scenes in between the action. Yes, keep nodding.
Hey, I'm just waiting for a good point to go ahead and start asking questions, which is, so between season 1 and season 2, and this is a basically just a side story with new characters, right?
Well, I mean, there's side stories that go back to Tekiden apparently, but I mean, we
Mhm.
don't know. We don't know. Let me ask you a question then, Griffin, since you want to be all inquisitive. What do you
Sure.
remember about the end of season 1 of Iron Blooded Orphans?
Good question. Oh, that's right. They were on Earth. They were in Alberta, which is the capital of the world now, or has the World Council at it. They were doing a big fight over there with Gallerhorn forces, and at some point, I remember Ian drops by, blows up some buildings. Let's see. I believe it mostly concludes with what's the actual conclusion of it? I think just Kudelia finally gets their Cesar speech and everything's fine. Like, if it was just like season one, it'd be like, yeah, end of series, but then it keeps going.
I want to say you were like, what you've done, I feel like, is that you made the knockoff version of Iron Blooded Orphans. I'm pretty sure it was not Alberta. It was a Canadian city, but it wasn't Alberta. Two, I think you're conflating Master Ian from Gundam 00 with Ein from Iron Blooded Orphans. He didn't destroy the city or anything. He just wanted to fight Mikazuki
Right, right.
in his new Gundam body. I think you've made the knockoff version, the cheap plastic version of Iron Blooded Orphans.
And that's what I'm best at, creating cheap knockoff plots like similar to other plots, but completely worse.
I typically only just remember things when I've heard you say them wrong.
Mhm.
I didn't remember any of that
Glad
until
I
you
could help.
started saying, who the fuck is Ian? Oh, he must mean Ein.
Again, glad I could help.
That's like Alberta.
So,
I know it wasn't Alberta because we confused it with a place in England. So it has like an English name.
but yeah, so season one ends with basically the initial conflict of Iron-Blooded Orphans ending, and then season two picking up with basically new conflicts as Tekkadan starts getting into basically general mercenary business. But things seem like they're on a good note after that, and, well, there's no war or anything. So, Urdr Hunt is happening between those two, so I gotta wonder, what kind of conflict are we getting?
I believe it's also focused on Venus.
Ah, there we go. We never went there in the series, so it's completely open ground. Good.
I mean, that was information I believe it picked up when we were reacting to Iron Blooded Orphans, and Earlier Hunt was like announced or was being talked about. This was new when
Uh-huh.
we were finishing up Iron Blooded Orphans. So that's why we didn't get much information about whether we were going to do it or not. And
Right.
again, I think it needs to be said that this is part video game, part animated material. So at times we will be watching video game related shit as it pertains to the storyline of the animated segments.
Well, I mean, I do have my controller here, so I'm ready for the video game portions.
Are you?
I am. You can tell by the fact I don't even have it plugged in.
Are you? I'm ready to
You see
SNES.
here.
Somewhere around here I still have my Nintendo ones too, but I don't know where they are.
There you go. You can make that the clickbait title to this. He beat Urdr Hunt with what? Make
Yeah,
a big circle and an arrow pointed to the NES controller. Perfect.
From my uncompleted Final Fantasy all games playthrough. I only got up to level Final Fantasy 6, thus the SNES controller, and then never played 7, thus the dust-covered whatever the hell that is.
There you go. So, I think we have a basic idea of what we're getting into now, and the show, or rather, the game, is going to introduce us to who we're going to be following, what's going to be happening.
Let's see, what happens when you combine those two? The show and the game. The shame?
The
Shame. I'm gonna go with shame.
The edutainment.
The go. Well, before we start, though, I want to give thanks to Ikun for the original playthrough that this stuff is based on, and Trafalgar Log, which is a play on Trafalgar Law from One Piece, for the translation, which is what we're watching. So, if you have, if you want to see the material directly, I guess, well, first you would play the game yourself, support the original release, but then also, if you want to see the original person who played the games, go check out Ikun. I don't know if they have a channel or not because I wasn't directly linked to that. But if you want to watch the person who directly translated them, because translation work is rough and very expensive, go check out Trafalgar Log's own channel.
Yep, link down in the description. But let's go ahead and get started. But before we do, be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below. Feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, is also early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. It is $5 a month, but no pressure. It's all to support the channel, just a little bit extra.
And for more inane chatter like this, check out our Discord.
Yep, that's a pipe.
ですな。すぐにシニステルとデキステルのじいさま方に連絡しましょう。
Sinister and Dexter.
近いうちに大きく手を入れないと。
Ah, yes, a little butter snack.
若。
急いで上がろう。何か嫌な感じだ。
And Blooded Orphans, Urdr Hunt.
That is a pretty neat looking station.
I think it's an elevator. The pole attaching it to the ground is what makes me think it's an elevator.
Yeah, that would make perfect sense.
His old man has seen a lot, but not specifically on his right-hand side.
So wait, they made river canals on their space elevator station?
No, I think they're on the planet.
Okay.
モビルスーツによる襲撃のようですが。
モビルスーツ？そんな。
とにかく避難しませんと。
Someone also must think they're really clever doing Venus as Venice.
相手に何ができるというのです。あとはギャラルホルンに任せましょう。
Gallerhorn did not, in fact, handle this. That is really good, though.
ギャラルホルンになんか任せておけるものか。 い
I
つ
just
ら
wish
が
the
守るの
capture was a little
は
bit
この
better.
コロニーの大部分を占める監獄と
That they
そ
didn't
の中
include
の
so
囚人だ
much
けだ。
subtitles
そ
on
れ以
one
外の
thing.
一般居住区なんてあいつらにとっては
ですが
モビルスーツならこっちにもあるだろ。
我が社がギャラルホルンからリースしているフレックグレイズのことですか。あれは外壁作業用でそもそも武装
We'll
な
see Graces again at least.
俺が言っているのは別の機体のことだ。
別の
G が大事にしてるあの角の生えたやつだよ。
なぜそれを。いやしかしあれは
まさかガラクタなの？
何をバカな動きますよ。
Oh, this kid is playing their grandpa as much as possible.
あれはその
なら決まりだ。
若
G は知ってるだろ。
But you don't have an Olay of
俺の
Vinyana.
夢を。俺は
We're about to find out.
この星の美しさを世界中に認めさせ観光立国を実
I
現
guess
させ
they
る
are. It's a thing.
Okay.
誰もが無視できない特別な場所にするんだ。あんな奴らに邪魔をされてる場合じゃない。
わかりました。若がそう決断されるのであれば。
These two definitely have a lot of backstory I want to know more
こ
about.
ちらです。
ああ
基本的な操作は若がいつも使っているフレックグレイズと変わりません。しかしエイハブリアクターの出力は倍以上。こちらでもサポートいたしますが、くれぐれもお気をつけて。
ありがとう。
Cast in the name of God.
G
Ye
この
not
ハジロボ
guilty.
シというのは
Hajiroboshi.
のペットネームです。
そうか。
I mean, might as well be the Big O cockpit.
行こう。ハジロボシ。
Oh yeah, it does, where you can just like push the entire arm out with the joystick.
Yeah.
若ご分を。
So it means he's gonna have less control than, say, Mikazuki and the rest.
俺の街を傷つけ
Right,
た
they're
お前は
not immediately super special or anything. Just the machine is.
And now to the
Game
game.
plan.
さてどうしようか。はあ
Ah, we got JRPG mechanics. Got it.
But I mean, he doesn't have like instant
気を引き締めていこう。
feedback like the Olay of Vinyana gives. He's just controlling it.
Giant spiky mace, though. First person now, okay.
やったのか。
若お見事です。お怪我はありませんか。
ああ、問題ない。でもどこから来たモビルスーツなんだ。今朝まで
Spades.
はいつも通りの静かなラドニッツァコロニーだったのに。
3 hours ago.
Oh, I almost thought that was gonna be an animated thing. The background looks too good.
Oh,
this is visual novel time.
見てごらん G。コロニーを出ていくシャト
I
ル
don't
の
think they just
光
kind
が
of have an anime like this, though. This is
友よ
cute.
もあれに乗っているんだね。
お見送りに行かなくてよかったのですか。友よ様は宇宙港で若を待っていたはずですよ。
彼女とは生まれた時から一緒にいたんだ。話さなければならないことは13年間で話してきたさ。でもこれで
I know them too well. I ran out of conversations.
若も金星から
See, so it is Venus,
ラドニッツァ
despite
コ
not
ロニーから
looking
出
at
て
Venus.
行きたいですか。
俺
They
に
can
は
terraform stuff, so
こ
it
の
makes
星で
sense.
成し
It's
遂げたい
fine.
ことがある。今は四大経済圏からも見放されて監獄として利用されるだけの打ち捨てられた星だけど、四大経済圏が俺たちを見放したのなら俺たちは俺たちで 新しい経済圏になればいい。このフローティングコロニー
Honestly, that's pretty ambitious for a kid.
道は開けるはずなんだ。この場所は
What, to open up a tourist attraction?
To make a whole new economy.
遠い道になりますな。
絶対に成し遂げるよ。火星の少年たちだって困難に挑むことで
Hey, I know
夢を
those
掴んだんだ。
kids.
鉄火団でしたな。ギャラルホルンにも歯向かい
So
勝
the
利
ones who invaded the capital?
そんなことは誰にもできないと思っていた。でもやればできることを鉄火団は証明してくれたんだ。
Once again, feels like we're learning the lessons of the first half of MC Hammer behind
G
the
は何
music.
か用事があって俺を探していたんじゃないの？
はて、何でしたかな。
Come on, we got sewer work to
若い顔を見た
do.
ら忘れてしまいました。
友よが旅立ってしまったから心配してきてくれたんだね。ありがとう。
今日は
Worried? No.
特別にみすず飴を差し上げましょう。
The stuff you were calling butter.
これも友よと一緒によく食べたな。なんだ？
事務所に戻って確認しましょ
Oh,
う。
Grandpa, we don't have to fight every martial art tournament.
It's taking a bit of a stance.
何があった？
ああ、若。それが今さっき下の監獄から連絡があって、
The toilets are flooding. You gotta
脱獄があ
handle
った
it.
そうです。看守が慌てて連絡をしてきました。
うちはコロニーの
They're either shading his face because he might be someone we recognize from somewhere, or he's a
どうも
nobody.
脱獄犯の
I think
逃
it's
走経路
because
が
he's a nobody.
うちの管轄する配管らしくて、
ギャラルホルンの指示なら文句を言っても仕方がないか。わかった。さっさと捕まえてしまおう。どこの配管を通って逃
So we're
げた
gonna
の
go catch convicts?
34
An old man and a little boy.
数分前の監視カメラが捉えています。
53番ってことは
地上を目指しているようですな。ルートの選択にも迷いがありません。計画的な脱獄の可能性も。
What, this platform that's halfway to
脱獄
space
犯の事情なんて
already?
なんだっていい。市街地に出られる
Well, at
前
least
に
get onto the streets, I guess. It's a loading gun sound.
暗号の解析結果によれば、ここで
Well, I just wouldn't take the effort to draw in the tops of their heads.
Because he's a nobody.
グラート
Oh, hey, that's the girl from before.
あなたはウルズハントの参加資格を得ました。
女。
申し遅れました。私
I
の
think the
名は
rest of the show has nothing to do with Gundams anymore. This is their way to make like a...
ものを下げてはいただけませんか？
What was that one?
We
Squid Game in the Gundam universe.
Yeah, we gave you 5 minutes of animation and exactly 1 RPG fight, and now it's visual novel all the way down.
あるように見えますか？
いいだろう。
お手を
It was like, hey, we had put you in a mobile suit for a minute. Now go fight convicts in a sewer.
決して手放すことのなきように。
これが、これで俺はようやく資格を得たんだな。
今日の出会いを祝してお茶でもいかがです
So
か？
she just like arranged like a planetary scavenger hunt?
あら？
I got distracted by what I think might be the Virgin Mary in the background.
俺の動きを嗅ぎつけた連中が
Actually, it really could
コロニ
be.
ーの外から来たようだな。
お待ち
Oh, so the attack is to try to rescue him, of
を。
all
価値
people,
のお
huh?
方ですね。どうかお忘れなきように。メメントモリ。
Hey, that's not the name of the satellite from which from Mercury, or God, what show was it? Memento Mori was in.
あ
とは非
I
常
don't
に
remember now.
コロニーを出るだけだ。あと少しで。
The name of the episode.
Oh, 00, Gundam 00. It was a big laser satellite.
Oh,
そこまでだ。
different laser
ここは通さ
from
な
a
い。
different Gundam.
待ち伏せ。 だ。
And then our main character kid gets shot.
悪く思うなよ。
バカ
Oh, he deflected the bullets.
あいつ武器を持っているぞ。
Yeah, it doesn't really explain how bullets missed or anything.
さすがに危
I
険
guess
で
they're
す
just behind a corner or something, theoretically.
What corner
彼らの到着を待ってい
is
る
always
間に
goes on
逃げ
for
られる。
infinity?
俺たちで捕まえよう。
チェこのルートはダメか。それなら
Problem is they keep switching places to talk with
あい
one
つ
another.
市街地の方に。
Yeah, so we don't have like a representation of exactly what's going down.
No, I mean,
Yes.
like, if you imagine they're just all standing facing that way, and then one of them spins to come back around to talk.
待て。
The footstep sounds I keep hearing are them running around to talk in front of the camera. Ow.
But who?
Get run back in front of the camera.
なんだあいつ。どこから撃たれた？
バカスナイパーです。建物の中に隠れてください。
It's a good thing we went into the middle of the plaza.
死ぬんじゃないぞ。
Oh, this is where they get the item.
俺はやっと
That's where I left my L.
心臓をかすめています。これはもう。
何か手に持っている。これはリング。
Taking this real casual, aren't you?
見慣れないものですね。何でしょうか。
I'm sure it's evidence. Let's pocket it for later.
なんだ。あれはモビルスーツ。
Back to the present.
Right, so the attacks happened and then they went back down and then they came back up and then they
あ
started
のモビ
fighting.
ルスーツには何か関係があったのかな。それにこのリング、なんとなく持ってきちゃったけど。
The ring was part of the poster for the advertisements, that and the mobile suit,
な
so...
んだ。
Right, so it's supposed to be really important.
気をつけてください。
I feel bad, but I gotta ask, did we actually get a name for anybody yet, or has it just been my boy the entire time?
I think if we read Japanese, we would know, because it appears over top of his text every time.
なんだ参加資格って。
そのためにお前が監獄惑星に囚人として潜入したという情報は上がってるんだよ。
誰と勘違いしている
So
の
it's
か知
really
ら
gonna
ない
be
け
on
ど、
us for this to
俺は
remember
も
who
と
the
もと
hell
この星
is
の
in
生
the
まれ
show.
だ。
交渉は決裂のようだな。
結局そうなるのか。でもここで戦うと被害が大きく。
Oh, too bad. Civilian casualties are about to happen.
旧市街に誘
Not
導し
everybody
ま
wants
し
to turn it
ょう。
into a
私のモ
tourist
ビルワー
trap.
カーについてきてくださ
Can't
い
do。that with a bunch of damaged buildings.
True,
分かった
なんだ、逃げるのはもうおしまいか？
逃げたんじゃない。ここなら遠慮なく動けるんだよ。
Dragging them to the empty dock
さ
district.
あ頑張ろう。くらえ。
13,000 damage for like a level 1 attack, first thing you do in the game.
気を引き締めていこう。
Oh man, these numbers are gonna go off the
これでど
charts.
うだ。
Yeah, welcome to mobile games.
そこだ。さあ頑張ろう。さあ
Since this is not animated or anything,
叩くぞ。
it's very funny to think that they just kept attacking each other and then bouncing back to where they were.
行くよハジロボシ。お前の力を見せてくれ。
I mean, that's always the funny joke when it comes to turn-based RPG stuff. Ultimate attack.
Yeah, so its ultimate attack is it has jets.
The design is pretty cool, though. I dig it. Like it.
バカ。お見事でございました。
周囲に敵兵はもうないか。はあ、この機体はパワーが段違いだ。 G、こんなすごいモビルスーツを一体どこで？
Just pops up. I stole it.
詳しい話は場所を移しましょうか。
But it's not like
ギャラルホルンに出
Gundam
て
though,
こられ
because
て
it
も
doesn't
面
have
倒
the
です。
LA of Vignana in it
Right, right. Well, he could have modified it, maybe.
to make it worse.
Yes. Or more functional
Oh,
for
back to
other
the actual
people.
anime.
とりあえず大丈夫だろう。
Hey, good stuff.
では G、話してくれ。
実は私も詳しくは聞かされていないのです。これは若の大おばあ様がアハム設備を立ち上げた当初からあったと祖父からは聞いております。
Right,
そ
hand
ん
me
な
down.
昔からギャラルホルンにも見つからずに。
これのあった場所はコロニーのリアクターに近く、エイハブウェーブの干渉が強いところですしな。
だから気づかれなかったって。
Oh yeah, that convenient thing where Gundams hide
それ以上
themselves.
のことは私も。ただ祖父からは若と共にあればいつかわかるとだけ。
まあいいや。そういや、恥じろぼしってのはどういう意味なの？
祖父が言うには古い言葉で金星を意味するそうです。
金星。そうか。こいつはこの星の名を冠するモビルスーツってわけだ。
Planet
This
Alpha.
planet, but you're not even on Venus. You're like above it.
大変素敵なお名前かと存じ上げます。
は？
All according to plan.
私はコルナル・コーサと申します。
You've got my
リン
ring.
グはお持ちで
There
す
you
か？
go.
リング？あ、それってこれのこと？
グラートラーティオ、おめでとうございます。あなたはウルズハントの参加資格を得ました。
No further explanation, just... Oh, credits!
Yeah, I guess it's like a kill everybody with a ring thing.
I guess these are technically opening credits here for the game. That's fine, too.
You know, you got the same hair as this girl from Mars that I know.
I'll be honest, I'm looking at the main character this whole time. I'm just like, huh, you know, you remind me of somebody. Oh, hey, characters I haven't seen yet. More people with more rings.
I have real thoughts, but I don't want to be interrupted by the end of the video.
That's fair, that's fair. Alright, cool, more doubles.
I think it was the same too.
Yeah,
Space Pirates, why not?
of course. Yeah, it's seconded.
I mean, they're still alive right now, so why not?
Yeah. They could literally show up, do anything, and leave. To be continued. Alright, well, that would basically be the first part of, Iron Blood Orphans Urdr Hunt, then. And I gotta say, well, it definitely looks interesting.
It kind of gives me a feel of... Oh god, now I can't remember the name of the anime. The one where they all have phones, and the phones give them access to a certain amount of money to do anything that they want.
Yeah.
In order to save Japan.
What was that one? I think I remember what it was.
Eden of the East.
Okay, there you go.
Eden of the East, where and you can ask for anything and everything has a monetary value, but if you use up all your money, you'll be killed because you failed to succeed in the mission to save Japan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it just has that kind of feel to it in that everybody's representing this thing that they're all trying to do. I mean, that's the feel I'm getting from the whole ring scenario.
Yeah, what I'm getting is that this is definitely like a setup for a scavenger hunt. This ring is supposed to tell you where to find some treasure or something. And of course, our main character here is going to go after it because that'll help them do the thing they want. They can make their resort or whatever they want.
Oh man, this is what it sounds like to hear me. I mean, I came up with an off-the-wall idea, and now I feel like I'm hearing you come up with an off-the-wall idea. So I didn't hear anything
Hey.
about a scavenger hunt, but at the same time, I didn't hear anything about a save Venus either. So who the hell
Right.
knows?
Well, the main character has expressed at least a little bit of what they want, but not like the particulars of it. I'm reading into it.
We also don't know if he has any position to do that, right? For all we
Yeah.
know, we're hearing the janitor talk about someday I'll own this city. You
Mhm.
know.
If we want some names here, I've gone ahead and looked them up just so that we can have them.
Just remember, we haven't heard the girl's name.
That is correct. I've only looked at the two characters which we've been seen talking to each other the entire time. That seems the most
Gramps and the
relevant.
boy.
Gramps and the Boy.
That's the name of the new show we're coming out with this fall. Gramps and the
Gramps
boy.
and the Boy, right after Two Brothers. So
Right after Space Ninja.
the boy here is Wistario Afam. So we'll probably just call him Wist
I
or
think I've
something.
heard the name of Falm said, or at least I think I recall reading the name of Falm.
Yeah.
No,
I
it's
think
the
it's-
name of the business, right? Afam Equipment.
Correct, Afam Equipment.
I am paying attention, even though I'm full of
So-
snarky ass remarks.
Yeah, and the fact that they mentioned like, oh yeah, your grandmother used to own this company. She brought this thing in here and it was here before then. So the family is all Afam. Cool.
It's about
makes
time that we
sense.
got our good old fashioned mom and pop grassroots Gundam.
Mom and Pop Gundam. Hey, I'd watch that. I might be. And our Grams here is Demner Kitako Jr.
That's what I think of when I look at this guy. That's a junior if I ever saw one. That's the thing you gotta remember about names, is they stick with you for life. So, when you
that's
decide
what
to
I'm
name
thinking.
your kid Junior, he might live to be 100.
Yeah, ending up 100, someone walks in the room, it's like, hey, Junior, what's up? But yeah, so those are the primary two that we're following around here, so now at least we know how to refer to them. And I think personality-wise, I'm liking them so far. The little kid, Whiston, seems like he is, maybe a little bit too sassy, but you know what, that's fine. I think they're pulling it off good.
I don't know, he seems to give off one of those really annoying hero traits,
Yeah.
which is, you shot at me. Oh no, now you've been shot. Are you okay? No concern for their own well-being. Just, I forgive you instantly for trying to kill me, and now I care more about your safety than my own life. That's a heroic trait that doesn't play well for every character.
I would call that just troping in general, right? It's like, it's to indicate that the character that we just met, like, does this thing, is interested in helping people, is not self-absorbed kind of stuff.
Right, but the convict literally shot at him, and instantly he didn't care.
There's also, of course, the nature that this part of this is being displayed in visual novel format, so we're removing some of the impact that we'd have from, like, the anime segments. But the anime segments are more talky than the visual novel segments.
Well, necessarily they have to be, because the action segments are meant for you to play. So
True.
If you were watching a bunch of action and this game that you bought, you'd be like, "Why? I want to do that. I don't want to watch this. I want to do this."
I think I would like to go ahead and give this a preemptive award of the most effort I've ever seen put into a mobile game before. Like, this is, like, high quality, right? Like, I would totally play this. As opposed to, like, most of the shovelware junk garbage that, like, you can find on most Play stores, right?
I don't know. I don't have a phone.
Well, I do, and I can tell you, a lot of it, total garbage. I still download and play, but it's garbage.
And most shit I tried on BlueStacks doesn't work, so I can't do the app game stuff on the PC.
Yeah, tell you what, I'm gonna look it up and see if it's on my phone here on, like, the Google Play Store, and I'll tell you how much it is, because I'm gonna bet it's like $15.
But this, or...
Yeah. It's URDR Hunt.
I don't know if it would be, though, because it's only in Japanese. You're clearly looking it up on the US stores.
That is correct, and the answer is... Nope, don't see it on Google Play. Well, sucks for me, I guess. I'll just have to use other means. But no,
like
I like what
watching
we saw.
videos of it.
I like watching videos of it here with you. And with all of you. So, as far as introductions, this is a good, like, first episode, I think. What's gonna happen next? I don't know, but there's, only so many that are translated, and I'm wondering exactly how long this will go.
I don't know. They've been at it for a while, so
Mhm.
and they've clearly still putting them out.
Yeah. So, if we ever do reach a point where the mobile gameplay is no longer available, well, we're gonna wait and we will get back to it. But, Theta, do you got any kind of extra thoughts for what we just saw?
No, I think I said most of them during. I don't have any lingering thoughts about anything.
I think the only lingering thoughts I have is that it is hilarious in the first place that they modeled a space station after Venice. But we did see, like, water features on other satellites in Iron-Blooded Orphans. Okay, that's fine. I can accept that. But this is, like, a 50-meter deep channel that goes down into the center of the station that has glass windows up against it. So you can see into this, like, I assume, cooling chamber, right?
Well, I think it's supposed to imply how important this place once was, because if you remember the kids from Mars, when they got to the... God, was it somewhere around Jupiter, I want to say.
Yes.
When they got to the Mafia guy's place, they were impressed, and it was impressed upon us how important it was, all these water fixtures that they had in their space station.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so this place must be an even bigger deal. Or less important, because, I mean, Jupiter, orbit around Jupiter is further away from the rest of the water-bearing planets than Venus is.
If you have built-in water features on your space station, you are rich as hell. And if that's what they're portraying, they got it down pat. And if they're modeling after Venice to demonstrate how absolutely rich they are, they got it.
So we already know that's not the case, because most places have already abandoned this place except for the prison. The prison is the only reason this place is still here, apparently.
In which case, it's somebody's theming from 100 years ago, and they just kept it. There's more that I want to know about this. I think that's the best thing I can say. This excited me to know more, and I'll be watching more, and so will you when you come back.
They left us on a mystery, so...
So, come back next time for the mystery. This has been Stoneface Reactions, everybody. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?